What is going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, bros and broettes? We are back with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about deloading. What is a deload? When should you deload? Why you should deload? What to do after a deload? Signs why you might need to deload. Let's move on to the first question. What is a deload? Can anybody tell me? You got a good general idea of it. Okay. You don't know? You don't know? Oh, that's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you what a deload is. Deloading phase, often referenced as a deload. Essentially all that means is that we're going to bring down the volume, bring down the intensity levels, potentially maybe change around some of the exercises in order to allow you to recover, to give your joints a break, to give your CNS a break, to give your mind a break, in order to allow you to recover and get you ready for the next couple of weeks of overloading or accumulation. How long is a deload? It all depends. Majority of the time, that's going to be a microcycle. What is a microcycle? A microcycle is 1 week where we're essentially bringing all of this down by at least 50% majority of the time. Just a general idea. On average, you want to deload after every mesocycle. A mesocycle can be anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks of training or accumulation. Typically consistent of 3-to-1 ratio, 3 weeks of accumulation, 1 deload, or 4 weeks of accumulation, 1 deload, or during peaking phases, 3 weeks of accumulation and probably 2 weeks of deloading. Again, it's very individual based on your goal, your training level, your age. All these things are going to matter. For a competitor that's chasing physique endeavors, yeah, you could potentially deload every 6 to 8 weeks. Somebody who's getting ready for a powerlifting meet, who's maybe in a strength phase or a peaking phase, maybe you want to deload a little bit more often. Again, just because the higher the intensity, the more your CNS is going to take a hit. What are some signs that you might need to deload? Your joints are achy, so everything hurts. When you bend down, when you go fucking put on your shoe, everything just hurts. You get out of bed and everything just hurts. You're wondering why. My nutrition is on point. My hydration is on point. Everything's on point. Why am I always hurting? Probably because you're not deloading. You're not controlling fatigue. Fatigue is so high that it's masking your fitness levels and it's making everything achy. That's actually another reason why you might think that you're getting weaker. You're missing reps, you're missing sets, you can't hit the load, you feel like you're going backwards, you're plateauing, but nah, you don't want to deload. You're too good for that shit, right? You don't want to lose your gains. It's silly. That's stupid, first of all. That's probably the reason why you're not making any progress. That's probably the reason why you're stalled out. That's probably the reason why you've been benching 225 for the last 12 weeks, even a year. Because you keep hammering. That's probably why you got hurt. And if you got hurt, please make sure to check my last video. And if you haven't, still go make sure that you see that video in order to prevent potential injuries in the long run. Another reason why, which is huge off the bat, you could tell. Are you lacking motivation? Are you getting enough sleep? Your nutrition's on point. If you're not in a caloric deficit, if your hydration's on point, you don't have finals, if life's not stressful, and you're lacking the motivation to get into the gym, and you're dreading it, and it's becoming more of a chore than a hobby, that's probably a sign that you need to deload. Okay, fine. I give up. I'm gonna start deloading more. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm going to tell you how to deload. Generally speaking, there's 3 ways. Number 1 is going to be reducing the load and reducing the intensity. Typically what you're going to be doing here is just keeping the reps and sets the same. However, you're going to be bringing down that load and that percentage of 1 rep max all the way down to potentially half of that overload day. Again, this is not set in stone, guys. This is just generally speaking. This one's typically for those that are seeking to maintain majority of the performance after a deload. Reducing the volume, that's when you simply just cut the reps, sets in half, and just maintain the load. And then changing some of the exercises around. I typically wouldn't recommend this one as much. Again, it's just going to be very dependent, more probably for recreational lifters or so, people that do more body circuits and things of that nature. But if you are getting ready for a powerlifting meet, or if you are trying to master specific movements, I wouldn't recommend changing around frequency. I wouldn't change movements. I would just keep all of that the same for specificity purposes, just because that's one of the key components of any good strength training program. It's going to be specificity. So keep all of that the same, but potentially manage the load and the volume. So either cut the sets and reps in half, or keep that and just kind of bring down the load or the intensity. Just to kind of summarize here, it's just a period of time, about a week, where you're bringing down the intensities and loads again to reduce the fatigue, preserve the adaptations from the previous blocks and get you ready for the next block of training, and just kind of allow you to recover, or allow your joints to recover, allow your CNS to recover, allow your mental health, just kind of that mental stress to kind of come down and get you feeling ready again for the next couple of weeks of training, and give you that feeling again of getting back into the gym. Typically for me, I see the deload, I look forward to deloads like after accumulating, after potentially surpassing some of my maximum recoverable volume towards the end of the block of the mesocycle. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this deloads because I want everything to just kind of take a break. It's meant to allow you to continuously progress while avoiding injuries and avoiding plateaus, because at the end of the day, longevity is fucking key. How long can you do this? That's what I want. I want to do this shit for a long time. Like, can I get fucking as strong as I possibly want while just destroying myself with volume? Probably. But again, I'm here for the long game, man. I'm not here for just to get strong as shit just for one meet. I want to stay healthy. That's why I only compete, 1 to 2 times a year. And again, everybody's going to be different. Life, it's something to consideration. What is going on in your life? What your job? Is your job fucking standing all fucking day doing cardio? Like, all these things matter. Your sleep, can you get 10 hours of sleep? If you can, maybe you can handle more volume. But if you're only getting 5 hours of sleep every night because of your job, your kids, and everything along that nature, well, we might need to take that into consideration for your training program. And these are a lot of things that we need to think about, guys. It's not just about the training program, because at the end of the day, what's going to be more optimal? A program that you can adhere to, or a program that you can't adhere to? It's probably going to be the one that you can adhere to, right? I'd rather give you something that's suboptimal, that's not considered as optimal, that you can adhere to, than give you something that's optimal, but you can. In reality, what's more optimal? That thing that you can adhere to, right? But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 5K, so it would mean the world to me. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please comment them below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Again, everything that I just touched on is generally speaking. Obviously, there's a lot of ways to do this. There's nothing that's really set in stone. However, most coaches have a general idea based on some of the science that's out there, and some of the other experienced higher level coaches and what they've done in the past. But hopefully you could grab something from this video and implement it in your training. And dude, fucking deload from time to time. Don't go balls to the wall all the fucking time. That's what a good program is supposed to do. Just allow you to accumulate fatigue, progressive overload, focus on specificity, control fatigue, and periodize around your goals. Anyways, guys, much love. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.